Nah, no food, just rolled a cigarette. I've literally just got back from London about half an hour ago, so I need to sort myself out. But welcome back to the stream, welcome back to IRS, Tier 2, Round 5, Abu Dhabi, sorry. Fucking not with it at all. Absolutely knackered. Been on the trains for the last 2 hours, but yeah. Let's get the racing underway and see some F1 cars out on track. Can Anur make it 4 wins out of 5 races? As he's coming down the main straight, the big straight right now. Welcome in JTK F1 fan though. Good to see you. Always supporting the stream. A few cars out on track already. Who got first? We've got Elmo of the Void. He's going to be the first car to deliver a lap time in the Haas. Can he get some points on the board like Mr. Hulkenberg today, I think? Or did he get some points, I think he did. Oh, here we go then. Oh, he's not even going for a lap. He's got his IRS turned off. I think he's going for a warm-up lap, testing his force feedback, as he just said in the Discord chat, as Remy's currently on inters. So we'll go on board with the man who's leading the championship. As I said, 3 wins already. Out of the first 4 races, going to make it out of 4 out of 5. Top of the championship. Constructors as well, currently carrying Alfa Romeo. 17.2 there, into sector 1. Every driver near enough out on track except DMB Super Skills and Ice One. I need to double check actually what sort of times we're looking at here, because I completely forgot what's going on this week. Alfa Romeo actually joint level with Red Bull on 75 points. There's a no actually invalidates there. So next up will be an Alpine of, who's that? Is that TPI? That is TPI with a 53.0 into sector 2. But let's have a look at the tier 1 body times. What were they doing? I know they won't be anywhere near that, but we'll still have a look. 21.6. But Anur done about 22.1, 22.2 in tier 1, so it could be seeing them sort of times as TPI is about to deliver the first lap into the 122s, or 122.961. Nasha, I don't know what Remy's doing on the inters. I don't know what he's doing. Is that a Red Bull about to cross the line or purple up? 53.1, so he's a bit down on TPI at the moment with a 23.4. Elmo's turned his DRS on, going for a lap, runs wide, deep into the chicane there. Takes a lot of curb as well, so this is not going to be the most impressive lap from him, as his teammate jumps up to P3 with a 23.6. Good GF1, as his teammate currently leads the way. Can he put himself into a 1-2 position? As he enters the final corner right now, crosses the line and does a 23.2 and makes it a 1-2 for the Alpines. Who was that? The Russian Berg with a 23.7. Elmo is about to cross the line with a 24.0. And Noah's going back out onto the track. We've got F codes debuting today in the Aston Martin. Crosses the line and does a 23.246. Goes P4, Outlaw, with 1/1000th of a second away from TPI there. Look at that. 122.962, 122.961, 1/1000th of a second away from each other. Nasha with 23.228. So first lap times here are pretty close between the tier 2 lads. If there's any tier 2 women, I don't know if there is, I don't think they are. I think they're all lads. Ice One, his first lap time. I think the top 9 drivers to set a lap now on cooldown laps, so we'll stick with IS1 here in the McLaren. His teammate Nasher has been performing pretty well, so what can he do is he gets a slight slipstream from DMV Super Skills. He's on his out lap. Good evening, lads. Good luck, everyone, from Fast 2 Guy. As we are on board of IS1, into Sector 2, there's a 53.3. Not too bad. Was a Season 6 champion. Struggled in the last 2 seasons of Season 7 and this current Season 8. Taking a lot of curb there. Took a bit of a tight line, should have come out a bit more, but see what he can finish off his lap with. Into the 22s, not quite, it's going to be a 23.6, goes P7. DMV Super Skills is about to start his flying lap in the Mercedes, IRS LB44. Unfortunately not here today, had to back out last minute because he's doing something, but let's see if Super Skills can carry the Mercedes as he does a 17.4 into Sector 1. Fires it out of the corner, DRS turned on. How many DRS have we got here too? Here and the next one, yeah. So into the first DRS zone we go. Into the slowest part of the track, through this little chicane. And we'll see what Sector 2 time he can do. If he's up there with the top boys, we've got a Nur about 100 metres behind, 200 metres behind him, 53.1 for him, and a Nur set purple sector. Not sure if it's overall best, but purple sector for him so far on his lap. Hasn't invalidated so far. DMV Super Skills taking that section very nicely there. Carried a lot of momentum and speed, which IS1 didn't quite do, but here he comes though, crosses the line. That's a 23.0, but what does the Nur do? Smashes the park. So the man leading the championship goes, what, 5 tenths clear? Just under 5 tenths. He's looking very good so far in this tier 2. Last couple of seasons he's been a bit unlucky and a bit off it, I'd say, but he started this season very well. Remy is still on inters, yet to come out, not sure why. He's done that for a couple of the last races. So I've still not had my cigarette. Jesus, that was a quick lap to a first try. He did a 22, what did he do, a 22.2 in tier 1. So he's 2 tenths off his best lap in tier 1 at the moment. I think he could be a regular tier 1 driver next season if he wins this one. Because we saw Connor and JTK 21.6 and a 21.8 from them two. And there was only 5 tenths off Connor, so in tier 1, but less of the tier 1 boys. Let's go back to the tier 2. On board with Elmo, who's currently sitting P12, ERS off again. I keep going on board with him when he's on a lap. Let's go on board with F codes. See what sort of time he can do. Currently 6P7 in the Aston. He's currently 10th and a half down on his time. Needs to find some time from somewhere. Takes that gear, corner in gear 4 there. A lot of drivers have been taking that in gear 3. F code's going for something a bit different. Is TPI coming around the last corner to finish his lap? We're about to find out if he changes his time. Yes, he does. Oh, that's GF1, sorry. Goes above his teammate to 22.8 as F codes messes up the chicane a little bit there. Runs off track. So it's going to be no improvements from him. What about his teammate, who's not too far behind? The Russell Burb. How's he getting on? 7th up on his laps, so let's stick on board with him. See if he can pop himself into the top 10. For me, I don't like this track at all. I think on this game, it's absolutely horrible to drive. Real life, it's a good little track to end the season with, but on this game, I feel like it's absolutely horrible to drive. Oh, Russell Burb nearly invalidates there. Luckily, he saves it. Had to adjust his steering, but he's looking good so far. Into the final corner he comes. Took a nice tight line. Big improvement. Goes above his teammate. Good lap from the Russell Burb there. We've got teammates very similar at the moment. Look, we've got the two Alpines, 2nd and 3rd. McLaren 6th and 7th. Aston's 8th and 9th. Haas's 11th and 12th. Who just improved there? That was a McLaren driver. I think that was Nasher, maybe. Yes, it was. Let's go on board with Remy. He's finally back out on the track, on the right compound. Here's Alpha Tauri. Who's his teammate actually? I forgot that. Who's his teammate? Like I said, I'm not with it at all this week. Oh, Leon, that's it. Unfortunately not here. Remy with a 53.1. He can see himself well into the top 10 here. He finishes his lap off strong. Taking a very tight line which has just messed him up completely. And yeah, he just bottled that lap completely there. He's gonna have to go again. He's put himself under pressure. He's coming out into tyres and then having to do one lap here. So now he's going to have to do his final lap and absolutely smash it to get somewhere up into the top 10 if he can. Yo, sorry, Chris up into P10 with a 23.3. How's Outlook getting on? Let's jump on board with him into the final sector. Currently P2 in the standings, 23 points off a Nur. Said he doesn't like the track. He doesn't feel it either, but does improve up to P3. I know GF1 and Outlaw have been well up there this season. All three of them performing well. Same with TPI, but his race pace and racing has not been the best. Let's see if he can make something out of it today then. Who else is out there on the lap? Let's go on board with the American driver, Purple last year's drivers champion and constructors champion. Currently P11 as his teammate goes P3. Half a tenth up. I know his missus has got a kid on the way, so he's not really been practicing as much. He's been a bit busy, but he's still a very good driver to have in tier 2, and he's got a lot of pace. And when he's up to it, let's see what he can do. I think he's backed off. Oh, he hasn't. It's just the sound of the Red Bull. Yeah, he has backed off. I'm not sure what happened there. Must have made a mistake coming through that chicane. DMB super skills. Jumped up to P5 there, I think, on that lap. Who's saying sector times? Any good sector times anywhere? F codes does improve, goes P2 with a 22.7. Shame we missed that lap. 3 tenths for Nur, who's still in the pit lane. I don't think his lap's going to be beaten. He can come out and try again, which he is doing right now, but I don't think that lap's going to be beaten by anyone. F code's actually 2 tenths up, or just under 2 tenths up there into the first sector, but he's out of the IRS, so he's going to have to back off completely. Nah, man, I miss this. Good to see an IRS live stream. What's up, bro? Been a long time since you've been in the IRS live stream. It's a lot different to how it used to be. My commentating isn't though, but yeah, it's a lot different how it used to be. Tier 1's probably a lot better to watch, to be fair, with the commentating. With Mr. Gary. And I've been in London all day, all weekend, and I've only just got back an hour ago, so I'm tired. But I'm trying my best. How's Outlaw getting on? Oh, has a bit of a kick of the rears there. Goes wide, invalidates. Looks like he's absolutely sending it through that section. Bit of a Max Verstappen. Finally found some time to watch the boys. I see you're fish and chips, man. I hope you had a good weekend. I look banging when you send that into chat. Let's see what Remy can do. 17.5 into sector 1. Let's see if you can complete this lap this time and not bottle it. Echo is retired in the pit lane. Doesn't look like he wants to come back out and improve. Yeah, man, Irish pub was mad. Yeah, Irish pub, you can't beat an Irish pub. Where are you? Are you in Ireland, or did you just find an Irish pub in Belgium? As Remy does on 53.2. Needs a good lap here because qualifying is about to end. So he's got to get this right no matter what. And he's taking it a lot smoother and a lot calmer this time through sector 3. TPI has retired. On track, I believe that is. Not the best thing to do. As Remy runs really deep into the final quarter, takes a lot of curve, crosses the line, and stays P13 with a 23.7. Yo, so Chris is done. IS1 is done. Into the pit he goes. Nasha, who's been a consistent podium driver this season, currently sits P8. Always has some good race pace. Can he improve this P8? It's really close though. 2 attempts will put him up into the top 4, so if he's found 2 attempts anywhere, which I think he has done. Yes, he has. It goes P2 actually. Finds 4.5 attempts. No one's beaten Anur. This guy has been rapid this season. 3 wins out of 4. I've said it like 4 times, but he's absolutely flying, and he improves his time again by the slightest amount, by 32 thousandths of a second. Aston Martin into the final corner. Hossein Burb puts himself up into the top 10 with 23.0. Tier 2's getting like Tier 1, you know. Tier 1's been mad close this season in terms of qualifying times. Like Silverstone, if you look at Silverstone in Tier 1, that was absolutely crazy. And Tier 2 here, from what, 2nd down to 9th, there's 4 attempts at the moment. Even 10th, 5 attempts. Last person on track to do a lap will be GF1. Unfortunately not improving. Yeah, we got one in Rouge and went to one in Berlin as well. Oh, mad. That's it. That's qualifying over though. Tier 2. Anur gets pole position once again. He's been flying this season, he really has. That is his 2nd pole position so far. No one's come close there. But there's your round 5 qualifying. Only 5 rounds to go after this until the new game comes out. Hopefully everyone's pre-ordered it. I haven't yet. Being the owner, I should have, but yeah. A few corner cutting there, exceeding track limits. Formation lap will be off, so we'll be straight into this race. Might have to hop on a new game after like a year, and some people not ready. You should, man. Come for a couple of races, even if it's a reserve. Just come for a couple of races, why not? Like today, you could have hopped in Tier 2. You could have just had a little race if you was bored. Even Tier 1. Seen it Spires updated. Yeah, finally they've updated that. What have they done? The lasers can that now, haven't they? Or something? Seen a lot of different opinions about this new game though. People judging a better game, saying, "Oh, this game's shit because of the handling," even though it's a better. And then some people saying, "Yeah, it's all about skill," and some people can't handle the handling. But yeah, we shall see. Yeah, I think they did. I swear I saw something about it. They done a laser scan on Belgium. Let's see if Anu can make it 4 out of 5 then. Here we go then. Lights are on. It's gonna be round 5, tier 2. We'll wait for the little glitch as always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's a bit long. And away we go. Anu gets a good start, but so does Nasher. He's up the inside. Into turn 1. Aston Martin of F-Code's trying to go around the outside. He's made contact with both Alpines there. Both Alpines and a Red Bull or Purple Derp. And that was a bit of a hectic start there, as I think F-Code's got it all wrong on the outside. Lit up the rear tyres and absolutely lost it into everyone else. Bit of a racing incident. I don't think anyone was really at fault there, apart from obviously F-Code's losing it, but did look like a racing incident. A lot of drivers are just gained from that. Not the best starts in tier 2 we've had this season. It's been pretty clean for tier 2. Last 2 races I think there's been no incidents reported in tier 2, but we shall see how the rest of this race goes. We'll be grinding that 24/7. Oh, literally. I love Belgium as well. I've done like 50-60 laps on it. Same with Britain. I think I'm the fastest I've ever been on this game compared to when I was a controller. But virtual safety car was out briefly, as I think a Hash just made a mistake there. How is it so gapped already from IS1 down to 13th? I know we just had a massive incident, but what have they all just done? No idea what just happened. As you see, a lot of front wings disappeared. Let's go back to the top though, see if Anu can pull a gap to Nasher, Outlaw, who have been on the podium a lot this season, these 3. What's been the podium in the F1 IRL? Is it Verstappen, Perez, Sainz? It's a bit like these 3 at the moment. As Anu pulls out the slipstream, trying to break the toe from Nasher and Outlaw behind. Russell and Burb not too far behind with D&B Super Skills having a little look in the Mercedes. Bit of a lock up there from Russell and Burb and Outlaw. And the Hash driver in the background of Yosoy Chris. 5 drivers into the pits. IS1, Elmo. Here comes Outlaw around the outside. Taking about 20% out of his battery to get past the McLaren of Nasher. In the background as well, D&B Super Skills getting past the Russia and Burb. Different tyre compounds coming into play there. Yosoy Chris as well, also having a look. I think from Remy downwards they need a safety car already, because that lap 1 incident sort of cost a lot of drivers time and positions in this race. Top 3 though, starting to pull away already. Even with Anu on the hards, this guy's been absolutely rapid this season. Where's this pace come from? I know he's had a bit of pace in the last 2 seasons, but he's been nowhere near winning the championship, and this season he's absolutely flying. Got a race next week, the return of IRS Olded. What race is it next week? Monza. Oh, that's a good track for you as well, Monza. I remember in the FSC days, we used to race there, and we got a 1-2. What was you in? McLaren, I think. or using a Ferrari and I was in a McLaren or something like that. Can't remember, or Red Bull. Back in the old days. IRS LB44 and Pepper should be racing today, but IRS LB44, unfortunately, was a bit busy and Pepper's just being Pepper as usual. Oh, was it McLaren and Merc? Yeah, I remember that. It was battling all season, I think. Even with Donster as well, I think was in there, maybe. Reminiscent in the IRS chat on Twitch. Pepper, sloppy. Yeah, he's been a bit off it last couple of seasons. Hasn't really been up to it and been a bit busy. But that's just Pepper. We know how that goes. Probably watching actually. Is he watching? No, he's not. Top 3 though, already pulled a 1.6 gap to DMB. He was trying to break away from the Russell Burb. Yeah, that was the beginning of good times. It definitely was. Definitely was. As DMB makes a big mistake there, Russell and Burb's going to capitalise on that around the outside with the DRS back up into P4. And we've got a change of lead actually. Briefly, as Outlaw's going up the inside of Anur. Outlaw said before this race he's not feeling this track one bit, but he's on the better compound at the moment and he's trying to send it past Anur. He's used a lot of battery already though. So is Anur, to be fair. That's how he's been flying off up the road with these hard tyres. 32%. Nasher's sitting behind comfortably at the moment on 62. So he's just being patient. This is a great little battle for the lead at the moment as Outlaw makes a little mistake on the exit, costing time. But he uses a bit more ERS as well to try and pull away from Nasher. Got a battle in the background as F-Codes dives down the inside of Elmo there for the last points position. Elmo runs off track, gets all bumpy. Don't want to be out there as DMB nearly runs into the back of the Aston Martin there. I think Outlaw's about to make a move though. Possibly into the chicane if he can get close enough, but he's not. He's a bit too far back unless he absolutely sends it out of Max Verstappen, which he does not decide to do. DMB, how about him? Not quite close enough, but he might well be right now. What about Outlaw? Into the second DRS zone. Can he make another lunge? No, he's not going to be close enough this time. It's a good little six-way battle we got here, pretty much. Top 3 battling. And then we've got these 3 here. Battling for 4th, 5th and 6th as DMB super skills all over the back of the Russell Burb here. He's defending brilliantly at the moment. As we've got F-Codes and Elmo again. F-Codes lost the position for briefly. But gets back past. This track's actually really hard to get a safety car. Unless you do a sort of Latifi move. We won't bring that up, but yeah, it's a bit hard to get a safety car in this track, which would be perfect right now, to be fair, especially from 7th downwards. Anur still out in the lead though, lap 6, leads the championship on the hard tyres, defending brilliantly at the moment. He's out of battery already though. He's drained his battery. Here comes Outlaw up to the inside. He's going to make a move this time into the chicane. And tried to take P1. Anur with the late braking on the hards. Keeps the position. That's great defending from Anur. On the hards as well. But Outlaw's going to fly past him right now with the ERS. And there's nothing Anur can do about that one. But that was great driving there. 5 lap old mediums against 5 lap old hards. And he's out braking Outlaw into the chicane there. Fair play. Nasher's just sitting behind still, look. They're both flashing pretty much above. 16% for Outlaw. 11 for Anur. And Nasher on 60% is just chilling right now. Watching these 2 battle in front of him. Another 3-way battle. 10th, 11th and 12th. We've got Elmo trying to get past F codes with TPI, getting himself back into it, as both Alpines are 12th and 13th at the moment. Back to the top 3 though, because nothing separates them. Good little watch so far. As I can see my girlfriend's in the chat. Not in the chat, but watching. Hello, love. Hope you're enjoying this one. And Moore coming back past, up the inside to retake P1. Outlaw, I think, is going to come flying back past him again though, with the DRS advantage. Here he comes. Moves to the inside. These two are having a great battle. First and second in the championship, and they're absolutely sending it left, right, and centre. And Noor's going to try to stick it around the outside. Outlaw's going to close the door on him though, and retain the lead. These three are battling nicely. And Ash is just chilling though, look, 62% battery. He's just chilling, watching these two having a great battle. His POV at the end of this race will be brilliant to see. I'm just going to stick on board with him now actually for a lap and just watch these two ahead of him just battle it out. As DMB's super skills have sort of dropped off a little bit from Yosoy, Chris and the Russell Berg. Oi 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 from Pro. Let's see if Anur can get back past him with the DRS advantage down the straight. I think the mediums will start to wear off in the next couple of laps as well, so possibly the advantage of Outlaw and Nasher is about to end as you watch Anur closing up to the back of Outlaw. Thinks about a move, tries to put off Outlaw into the braking zone. Nasher slightly misses the braking zone but recovers it well. Uses a bit of IRS to try catch back up as we see Anur now flashing light, but has the DRS, goes to the right randomly there. I think that was probably the wrong move, but still gets ahead of Outlaw, who's going to dive back up the inside again and try to keep the position. But well enough from Anur, takes the lead again. I thought Anur was going to move to the inside there, as Nasher makes a bit of a mistake. He's going to cost himself if he doesn't use a bit of ERS, I'd say, soon. He's struggling now to keep up with these boys in some of the corners, just making a few little mistakes. He's dropped down to 8 tenths, nearly 9 tenths. He's going to have to use a bit of ERS here to get himself within the DRS of the boys ahead. Outlaw made a mistake ahead though, so he might be alright. As yeah, Nasher has to use a bit there just to stay within the DRS, otherwise that'll be game over for him possibly. The boys ahead of him are literally on 0% near enough anyway, so yellow flag, and that is Elmo out the race, and that is a safety car, and that is what we needed for the rest of the field to bunch up and have a good little race. But I was enjoying that, to be fair. Top 3, even though everyone's quite spread out, I was enjoying that little battle between the top 3 there. Drive-through penalty for Anur. Oh my god, what's he done there? Speeding under the safety car, and has he just thrown away a race win and gifted one to possibly Outlaw and Nasher? That was unexpected. He's been on point this season, has Anur. The only race he wasn't was Netherlands, where he crashed into Fast Duga, who was entering the pits, and he didn't expect it and DNF'd. But Anur has unfortunately got himself a drive-through. He's going to dive into the pits and change tyres, but won't be able to serve his drive-through right now. I'm sure everyone's going to be into the pits actually. We've got a top 6 into the pits. Remy, what does he do? Coasting round. Into the pits he goes, along with Purple Derp. Let's see if anyone hits the wall. Nope. 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 Nah, everyone's good so far. No one's hitting the wall. If that was me, I'd probably hit the wall sometimes. On the inside, take the line a bit too tight and hit the wall. Let's see if Remy and Purple don't do it. Oh, Remy nearly ran into the other side of the wall there, on the outside. But yeah, everyone's literally into the pits. Oh, GF1 got one as well. So first and last, both with drive-through penalties. But now the race has changed. And we're going to get a restart, a bit like China today. A rolling start, using Crofty's words there. That's gutting for a no though. Lack of concentration there, I think. Forgetting about the safety car, going over the delta time and getting the drive-through, unless it was a glitch for the game, because that is a very big possibility with EA, because the last couple of weeks have been a bit shit with EA. Does slow everything down now. I'm going to roll a cigarette quickly while we have this little safety car. Outlaw and Nasher though, onto the hard tyres now. Rustain Burb is going to take a podium position. Still got a long way to go in this race though. Still got 19 laps. Will probably be 17 by the time we get this race going. Actually, no, we'll be in at the end of the next lap. I need to change my name as well. Pro. I'm literally 29 days without smoking weed, so I need to change my PSN name to Hella 44 or Hella Not So High. Imagine that. I know, man. Honestly, I don't know how I did it. Just one day I just woke up and I was like, nah, that's it, enough. So I need to change my name from Hella High now. After all those years, it's Hella High. It's going to be something else. Mate, did you mean baked? I was baked on the plane to Berlin. You smoked more than me in the last 30 days. Did edibles? Oh, you did edibles on the flight. Oh, mad. You're allowed to take edibles on the flight? Oh, I guess you can because they're sweets in it, sort of, basically. Yeah. That's it. I bet that was a wavy flight. I bet you felt all over the place when the turbulence hit. That's jokes. The safety car should be in at the end of this race. End of this lap. My head is everywhere, man. Travelling back from London today, I need some sleep. But safety car is in at the end of this lap. Anu is unfortunately going to have to go around one more time. some great battling going on at the moment. I think I just done another hella high moment, even though I'm not high. I'm just muting myself while speaking. It's Purple Derp gets a time penalty. Has Purple Derp just binned it? Yes, he has. What's just happened? He's missed the pit lane. He's got a 3-second time penalty and missed the pit lane. He's got no damage on the front, but Purple Derp has just ruined his race completely there. Honestly, I think I need someone in this chat just to check up on me that I'm not muting my mic like every couple of minutes. So is your mic muted? Is your mic muted? Here comes the two Astons. F-Code's up the inside of his teammate. Switch the position. And he's going to go for P2 as well here. Gets the job done. Now he's going to be chasing after Outlaw. 9-lap old mediums. 2.3 is the gap between first and second. IS1's up to P6. Did get a time penalty there as well, I believe. Honestly, every stream I do, I mute myself for like a couple of minutes and forget that I've done it. As F-Codes dives into the pits. Up to P2, jumps straight into the pits. And moves back up to P7 now. But we'll probably have to box again on those mediums. But yeah, I think Yo Soy Chris actually could be on this podium here now. He's cruised up to the back of the Russell Burb and Nasher. Here comes the Russell Burb, close to Nasher, but not quite close enough. He's going to run to the back of him this time though. Just misses his braking. Yo Soy Chris is going to go for a sort of switchback. Could make a double overtake here. Can he go around the outside and make a great double overtake? We're about to find out. Nah, he's hit the curb. If he didn't hit that curb, he might have done it. I sort of lost some momentum by hitting that curb, but all the while this is happening, Outlaw is extending his gap. As who's that diving into the pits? That is IS1 getting a 3-second time penalty. Along with Russell Burb into the pits and Nur into the pits as well. F-Code is going to jump back up to P5 here. Brand new set of mediums. IS1, Russell Burb and Nur all onto a brand new set of softs. GF1 up to P6. Stays out there on 12-lap old mediums. But the top 4 on hards could be a great decision from these guys. So we've got about 10 minutes to go of this race. Got 8 laps. Probably actually a bit longer than that, probably 10 to 12 minutes of this race. As Purple Derp is having a little battle with IS1. Who's going to come back at him with the DRS and the ERS advantage and retake that position. DMB super skills. It's a 3-second time penalty. Down in P4. Now the gaps have started to spread out a little bit here, so we've dropped down to 7th position with IS1. Purple Derp and Nur and the Russell Burb all battling for points positions here. And Mura needs to get past these guys as quick as he can. He's on the softs. I know IS1 is as well, but Mura's got to do something to get himself as many points as he can. He can probably get P6 at best now, and hope that Outlaw makes a sort of mistake or spins around up the top. But either way, well, I think we're going to see a new race winner here. The first time tier 2 race winner. The top 3. Actually, top 4. Top 5. Actually, top 6, sorry. I'm going through the league history right now, and the top 6 have never won a race in tier 2. Back on board with Outlaw. IS1 has dropped down to 10th there. What's happened? I just missed that as I was looking at their league history. We've got 6 laps to go. Oh, Russell Berg just missing out on DRS there. Applying his DRS down the straight. Might get himself back into the DRS of Purple Dirt here. He's caught up with GF1 really quickly. He's trying to hold off on these mediums now. 14 lap old mediums. He's going to be a sitting duck to the guys behind him. Here comes Purple Dirt. He's going to fly around the outside. Nothing that GF1 can do about that. Yeah, GF1 is literally struggling for grip all over the place. His tyres are completely gone. He's going to have to box. He's not making up to the end. In he goes. Gets a 3-second time penalty as well with the glitched pit lane entry, and a 5-second. So that would be him retiring from the race, I think. Yosoy Cristo trying to get up into P2. Closing up to the back of Nasha. Can he get a better exit? Oh, has a bit of a moment there. He's got the slipstream, he's got the DRS. Can he pull to the inside and make it P2? Not quite, Nasha outbreaks him. Has a big moment as well. Then he loses the car. And Miller's trying to challenge the Russell Bird here. Oh, I thought he was going to go for it then. Up the inside. Yosoy Cristo is all over the back of Nasha with 20% extra ERS. If he saves this till the last lap and just keeps building up his ERS, he's definitely going to get P2 here, I think. As Miller gets past the Russell Berg. Here comes Yosoy Cristo with the DRS. Pulls himself up into P2. He's been a very good addition to this tier 2 as a Yosoy Chris. Couple podiums this season, I think. Let me just double check that. Or he's been close to getting a couple of podiums. No, he hasn't. He's got no podiums. Surprised by that. Thought he did. He must have been P4 the last race, or a couple of races ago. But Yo Soy Chris is on for his first ever podium in Tier 2. We've got 4 laps to go. Hmm. 16 lap old meet hard tyres here. F codes is bringing that gap down a lot. Might get a P4. I think he will get a P4 to be fair. He'll close up the DMB super skills and get a top 4 finish due to that penalty that DMB super skills has. Yo Soy Chris has broken the DRS from Nasher, and he's trying to chase after Outlaw as GF1 gets the new fastest lap of the race with a 25.3 flat. Three and a half laps to go, and Outlaw will be crowned a Tier 2 race winner for the first ever time. And Nur's only down in P7 as well. He's yet to get past Purple Derp here. We'll finish P6 if he doesn't make a mistake though, or get a time penalty. So it will be 8 points. He will lose 17 points to his championship rival of Outlaw, who is 23 points behind him at the moment. So that will close up between the top 2 if it stays this way to the end of the race. Let's have a look at Anoda. I think he's got an opportunity now to get past Purple Derp, possibly into the next DRS. So Yo Soy Chris and Outlaw have gapped Nasher though. He's really lost pace on this hard tyre compared to what he was on the mediums. But either way, top 5. I've never won a race in Tier 2. Outlaw is looking the best bet at the moment. He's crossing the line for the 27th time, and that's who's that round? Oh, the Ross Lane Burb. I've had this moment. Spun his Aston round. Outlaw's got 2 laps to go. Just needs to keep it easy. And after 2 seasons in Tier 2, he might finally win a Tier 2 race after trying and trying and trying. Like I said, it's going to be a 6-point deficit between him and Anur, because Anur will finish P6 due to that time penalty of Purple Derp. There it is. F codes on his debut. He's going to get P4 if he doesn't make a mistake. Unfortunately for the 2 Alpines, they've been down here in 11th and 12th, last position the whole race. Let's go back to Anur on the soft tyres, making a move on Purple Derp. He's going to have the DRS. Oh, he's not. Yes, he is. He's going to have the DRS straight back on Anur and take the position, I think. Bit of weaving from Anur. Purple Derp's going for it. Oh, he thought about it just for a second there. Takes the tighter line, has a bit of a moment on the curb. But we're about to enter the last lap, and I think we shall ride on board with Outlaw for this lap, because he's finally going to win a Tier 2 race. He's been a Constructors Champion last season with Purple Dirt. And this time, he's going to be a race winner in Tier 2. A Hungarian driver who lives in the UK, racing in the Red Bull this season, trying to keep the Constructors Championship and go for the drivers. He's currently 23 points behind this man here, Nur, who is only picking up 8 points. There's 23 points separated between them. It's going to jump down to 6 points. I think if my maths is right there, I think it is. I'm tired. If it's wrong, my bad. But yeah, Outlaw for the last time, coming down this straight here into the final sector he goes. Is going to be a race winner. He's going to be added to the league history in IRS as a Tier 2 winner. Couple more corners to go and he can celebrate this one. You'll see the fireworks come up into the air. We've got a yellow flag in the background, but we don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about Outlaw, who wins round 5, Tier 2, finally gets his first race win in IRS. Congratulations to him. Yolsoy Chris comes home in P2 for his first ever podium in IRS. Nasha again with a consistent P3 and another podium to add to the board. DMB Super Steels is going to lose P4 to F Codes on his debut, who gets a great finish to be fair. Nur, the championship leader, with a drive-through penalty early on, is only going to get P6. Purple Dirt P7. IS1's going to get P8. No, he's not. He's going to lose P8 to the Russell Burb, who jumps up there, and TPI, after being at the back for most of the grid, most of the race, is going to get a points position as he overtakes Remy, who's got time penalties. And finally, it's going to be GF1, who has the fastest lap, but no points for him, unfortunately. But considering the amount of drivers in that race, it was a pretty entertaining one to watch. Tier 2, last couple of races has been good on attendance, but this one, not the best. But also, Chris picks up the driver of the day. I'm sure in the chat, Outlaw's going to be going mad to finally get a race win here. Let's have confirmation of it as we look at the final classification right now. There it is, from P7 on the grid all the way up to P1. What a drive from him. 25 points on the board, first race win. Takes a big margin out of the championship down to a Nur, who only gets 8 points. Got to say a big up to Yolsoy Christo from 11th on the grid to P2 and his first ever podium. Nasher as well on a podium as well. But I think that was a pretty entertaining race, I would say. Hope you lot enjoyed it. I hope you lot come tune in next week as well. But Abu Dhabi is now done. We'll be next up in Monza, where we see this championship battle between Outlaw and Anur kick off in round 6 yet again. So thank you for everyone watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week. Peace out.